I especially like the way that you specify which ancestors you're going to be working with, because some of them might not be on your side.
That's right. Now, the other thing that you brought up here is it is a reciprocal relationship, okay? I am talking to people at the very beginner's level, and I'm saying, make sure that you are calling upon those who are kindly disposed toward you, okay? After a while, when you get to the point where you want to really become what's called Elegun, that is someone who really knows the art of ancestor reverence, you get to a point where you can actually heal the energy of ancestors who were wounded and who died wounded. We have rituals for that, okay? And it has been my experience that it, you have the vision, you have the dream, things happen that that let you know that the rituals that you are doing are bringing about an energetic change. We just have to remember that they are not dead, not non-existent. They are in another dimension, okay? So, in my case, I had a lot of issue with my father when he was alive, okay? He was somebody who was disappointed with his career, and so stunted things that I was trying to do because he thought he was forcing me to be practical. You can't be no artist. You can't, artists starve to death. You need to da 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 da. But I was born to be an artist, and so nothing was going to stop that, right? Nothing was going to stop that. After he crossed over, and I started doing ancestor reverence practices, I literally had a dream where my father came to me in the dream and asked me to forgive him. Asked me to forgive him, okay? And we went back and forth a couple of times because I'm not easy on the forgiving, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, baby, guess what? You're gonna have to do something for me. And it's that kind of bargaining. It's that kind of bargaining. And what he's done for me is help me to recognize, first of all, that I inherited his voice. This voice that I use to do storytelling, to sing, all of that is a deep voice. That's something that I got from my father, okay? It wasn't until he was on his deathbed that I came to understand my love of mythology came from him. My mother was a storyteller, but he was into mythology. I did not know that. I did not know that until I went through his possessions after he died. He identified with Agamemnon and Prometheus. And I'm going, really? I never knew that, right? And I am an interior designer. And I also found out after my father died, there was all kinds of architectural drawings that he had. He wanted to be an architect, and so you find out things about those people as you start to do the healing, and it connects to who you are. So it helps to heal you. Sometimes a piece of information will come out that heals the whole family, or a talent that you have that's been laying dormant comes out, okay? Now, I do want people to know that you need to ask for ancestral connection to come to you in increments and in ways that you can handle, okay? I often tell people, first of all, ask your ancestors to send you just a vision at the shrine or talk to you in dreams, right? Some of us have gotten to the place where we can see the light body of the ancestor and stand there and talk to that without being afraid. It takes a long time to get to that place because we've had too many horror movies, thrown at us, But once you start to study on the subject, you will find that what I'm saying shows up in every culture in the world. It really is a human. It is a human phenomena, a human ability. It's just that our culture, Western culture especially, has taught us to suppress that. Okay.
Right.
But I find, yeah, really. But once you start opening up, what is wonderful is that you understand that there is no problem for which you cannot get assistance, both as inspiration and as energy manifested. I have to say, one of the best things that has happened to me is understanding that the ancestors not only talk to you in visions and dreams, but they talk to you through other people. Okay? You sitting at your shrine asking about something, and you bump into a stranger on the street who comes up and tells you exactly what you need to hear. Okay? This makes me look at everybody I encounter differently. Okay? Who is this that I have met? What does this person bring? What's the exchange between us? You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying?
I do.
And then what is really, really, really wonderful is when you feel the connection and you put it out there, the message comes back to you. I need to say that until recently, I was getting what I call world weary about the trash in the ocean. Okay. I got a thing about dirty water. You can't leave water in the sink in my kitchen because it makes me sick. I can't do dirty water. Okay. So all this pollution going in the ocean and information that was coming to me about, midwives were sending me emails about babies who were born with plastic pellets in their placenta because the mother was eating fish and the fish were eating plastic, and it was showing, oh, baby, you know what I'm saying? Or, I was in Kuala Lumpur and saw children drinking water out of a polluted water. This drives me crazy, okay? You have to say to the ancestors, what is my piece that I can do to make things better? Teish, send water tablets to Haiti and Puerto Rico so people are drinking clean water there. Support the young women who are building wells in Ghana, right? I feel connected to that issue. And then one day I turn on the news and some young boys who I don't even know have created a machine that goes and gathers up all that trash that's floating on the ocean, and they pull it in. One day I turn on the news and some young boys have figured out how to free up the salmon who were having difficulty, okay? I don't know them personally, but they are affinity spirits.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. So your prayers are actually energetically supporting their work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we get clear about that, you never feel like you're not enough. You never feel like you're all alone. You never feel like you're overwhelmed, or if that happens, you've got a way to get out of that morass, okay? And believe me, I have to use it because I'm one of them people. I get up in the morning, I wash up, I eat up, I turn on the news. right? And then I have to go, okay, there is a solution for this. There are other people who feel like I do. They're working. Be sure you teach, be sure you do your piece.
Right, right.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, So I want to invite people to set up a shrine, take a deep breath, call on those who are kindly disposed toward you. She said, I got to tell you this, and practice and practice. What's happening now? That I usually don't talk about stuff until it's done, but my book, Jambalaya, the Natural Woman's Book of Personal Charms and Practical Rituals, has been used by a lot of people. And recently, I have been getting requests from men to do a ritual book for them. Okay. And at first I said, fellas, wait a minute. I can't do that because I don't know what it's like to be a man. I don't know what that is, right? But I said, well, what I can do, I know what piece I can do, and I need help. Every room that I have walked into where I said, I need help, there has been at least 2 men in every room who said, I'll help you. I'll help you. You want to know what to do with young boys coming out of jail? I'll help you. You want to know what the flaws of fatherhood are? I'll help you. I'll help you. You see what you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, for help to come like that is really amazing to me. Okay. And that's my like extreme example when a friend of mine's husband said, you got to do a book, you got to do a ritual book for the men. I said, no, some brothers should do that. No, 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 no. And since then, when I stopped being afraid and said, okay, here comes humility again. Okay, I accept the assignment, but I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not smart enough. You know how that's the trickster that comes in, right? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not smart enough to do that. I shouldn't be doing that. As soon as I got rid of that, the help comes in. Okay. So I say that to say, when you're doing what you should be doing, you get all kinds of support from every corner.
Absolutely.
From every corner.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So, crack the code.
All right. Wow. Wow. Well, we're almost at the end of our time together. I would just love to I got so caught up in listening that you were sharing such beautiful, fun words. Before we wrap it up, I want to make sure that I give everybody your web address, which is yeyeluisahteish.com. Is that the best way for people to connect with you if they would like?
That's the best way for them to reach me. I want people to know that you can go on to Patreon. I have a Patreon account where I'm doing visualizations and teaching people chants, and there's different levels that people can connect. When you go to my website, you'll see upcoming classes. I have online classes, and I'm doing my best to make sure that I show up regionally, so I can meet with people in person on the East Coast, in the South, out West, et cetera, because no matter how many classes we have online, for ritual, it becomes really important that we do stuff together face to face. So I have the online classes. I do divination sessions, individual divination sessions, and especially recently, one of the services that I do that I'm interested in promoting, I am encouraging people to be more creative, okay? So I am a creativity consultant. I help people with their writing, with your performance, with all of that kind of stuff. all of that will be on my website. And if your spirit has been telling you to write a book, and that other voice is saying, I don't know, I can't, hit me up. Hit me up, because I know a lot about that. I know a lot about that and can help you a lot with that. But it is definite, we definitely are at a place where all of us need to use our energy toward the preservation of life on this planet. It's such a beautiful planet.
It is, and we got to work together.
We got to work together. You know, I mean, I know that for me, the wealth of my life is the diversity that I have been privileged to have. You know, some people brag about their diamonds or whatever. You know, I brag about the fact that I am invited to sit around a fire and share stories with people all over the world. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
Beats
please.
a diamond anytime.
Any day, any day, any day. I love it. It feels good. It's beautiful. So, you know, we'll stay connected.
All right. Wow.
We'll stay connected. Egun reo, egun gun re reo. Feel free to sing that. Egun reo, egun gun re reo.